Hey, this is Eric again, and right now I have not a computer video for you guys. For whatever reason, around 6:30 in the morning, I decided, hey, now's a good time to change the oil in my lawnmower. So I figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride. First thing you always want to do is make sure you have all your tools and your supplies that you need. Got the proper size wrench to open up the drain plug. And what else are you going to need? You're going to need oil. Well, my mower happens to have a Kohler engine, so I'm running the Kohler oil in it. And this particular mower takes, this particular engine, I should say, takes the same oil filter as a Toyota car. I say mid-90s, which happens to be, I happen to have an AC Delco, which is a brand I really like. Normally I'd recommend running a Kohler oil filter on it, but that's all we need. I have a pan underneath it here. It's not quite an oil drain pan, but it'll work for what we're doing. And of course, this bad boy is tight. And it's actually not the right size, it's just one size too big, but it's not going to strip out. For whatever reason, I can't find my 10mm wrench or a 10mm 12-point socket to do this. Now that it's loose enough, this does not appear to have a whole lot of oil in it. The people I got it off of are not really known for maintaining their stuff. And I'm not too worried about making a mess here because I do have the resources to clean it up with me, so I'm going to go ahead, take some of this old oil, put it on the ring of the new filter. Some people use new, some people use old. I have not seen a difference with it, or at least not a noticeable difference. And because I'm dressed for it, I'll just wipe that on my hands, or on my shirt. I'm gonna go grab another quick tool real quick. One thing I just did is I turned that oil drain so that there's not an extreme turn for it. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to grab a ratchet and a socket, well, a spark plug socket to be exact. I want to pull out one of these spark plugs. Actually, I want to pull them both out. But I'm going to go do one on camera. Because this one has two. It's a twin cylinder Kohler command. Now I have a new set of plugs for this, and they really don't look too bad. Now I'm not 100% sure where the plugs are in my truck. I know they're in my truck, but I just don't know where. I kind of lose everything in there. So for right now, I'm not going to worry about that. The other thing I did was yesterday, at least unlike a car, you can actually, most of the time, if a tool falls, you'll be able to find it. Alright, put the coil wire back on. Let me grab something else. Another good piece of advice for when you're doing a tune-up on your lawnmower is I put a brand new oil or air filter in it yesterday. Obviously I didn't get that on camera or else I would have that footage in. Maybe I'll take a still picture of it, put it in there. Throw that in the trash can. I also have a fuel filter, but that's on this side. I'll try to take pictures of me doing that too. But it looks like the oil flow is starting to come down some. So I'm going to stop this and let it drain completely. So for a couple minutes we're on this side of the mower while the oil is still continuing to drain. And that fuel filter to me just looks atrocious. So I've got a new one. It's really not the filter I wanted because I wanted what was on it. But sometimes you gotta work with what they have. So this is another, to me, very integral part of it. Why am I not seeing? Unless this is bi-directional, I am not seeing any flow arrows on here. I'm also not seeing anything that says in or out. And actually, you know what? This is the, let's see, I believe this may be the wrong size filter they gave me. I think for right now, that clamp's not even any good. So for right now, we're just going to leave that alone until I have more time to deal with that. And it looks like the oil is completely out now. But one real quick thing, so I mentioned the air filter. On this one, it's a simple filter, and it has these two arrows you align, and it has that can that goes over. It's got a pre-filter as well as a taper element. Not really sure what the pre-filter does. And I also realized there's another tool I'm missing. I'll show you that in a minute. So the oil is definitely done draining. So what we're going to do is plug it back up. This is one of the things that it's important to be tight, but you don't want to go too tight. Especially that oil filter. I probably should have mentioned that. Alright, that's good enough. Now the one thing I've realized, I do not happen to have a filter or a funnel this size right now. So I have to be very careful. And I did drop my ratchet and socket inside of there. So I'm just going to very carefully pour this in. It's my understanding that this particular engine takes about a quart and a half. Excuse me. Now, one of the reasons I go with Kohler oil is their oil really, really looks clean. Well, I missed the can. So, we mentioned that it should be about 1.5 quarts. Now, this does not have to go through any other parts of the engine like it does with your car. It's literally pouring right into the crankcase. So, get the dipstick in there, and it's below the low mark. It's possible that this engine even takes 2, but I don't have any evidence of that. Somewhere around a quart, or that's somewhere around half a quart. Let me put the cap on this. And looks like it's actually going to take 2 whole quarts. Let me. Now I'm wearing a dirty shirt. I was wearing a dirty shirt when I got out here, and that's, look how clean that oil is. That's why I like to use it. It actually does look right. So here's what we're going to do. I gotta pour this into my makeshift drain pan. My normal drain pan couldn't fit under there. So I'm going to tidy up a couple things and I'll be right back. I did fail to mention that the mower I'm working on is a Craftsman LT1000 series. It's actually supposed to have a Briggs & Stratton engine on it, but it has a Kohler engine. Now I tried one more time off camera. I couldn't get that fuel filter off. That's going to bug the crap out of me. So let's see if we're successful. Now, if you're wearing headphones, now might be a good time to turn down your volume. Giving you one more second to turn down your volume. Oh yeah, it did cool down enough. One more time. Now what's going on? And now, before I go cut my grass with it, I am going to check the oil one more time, and hope you guys enjoyed this little quick video. And yeah, I mean, I know it wasn't anything special, but if you enjoyed it, please let me know. This was just something random I decided to throw out there. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.